Hello, I'm Rose, and this is Advice from Your Mother. Before I start giving advice on my first segment, I'd like to take a moment to thank my son Richie. He gave me the idea to do this little segment because he came up to me one day and he said, "Ma, what are you doing? I don't need advice anymore. I'm 35." He said, "Go give it to somebody else." So I said, "All right, I'll do it." I asked my daughter, I said, "Is it okay if your friends leave questions on your Facebook?" She said, "Oh, go ahead." So all of Chloe's friends leave a question on her Facebook, all right? And I'll get to it during the week and I'll select a few to answer. I've already done so this week. Now, my first question is from Mara in Riverdale. She asks, "Dear Mother, when I go to the movies, I get confused. Which armrest is mine?" Mara, I want you to go through the motions with me. You're going to the movies, all right? You're looking out at all the seats possible. The first thing that I advise you do is find a seat where there's nobody that's going to be on the left of you or the right of you. Because if you sit down that way, all right, you have first pick of whichever armrest you like. Now, if you sit down next to somebody on their left, you gotta defer, the choice to them, yeah, or their rights, whichever. And if you happen to sit in between two people that are already sitting there, I mean, really, you have no right to any armrest at all. These are some of the harsh facts of life. All right. All right. Now we're going to take a question from a young man, Grabby in Glassboro. He says, "Dear Mother, my best friend's wife hates me because he and I got drunk one night and fooled around. I'm not gay or anything. It just kind of happened. Now she doesn't want him to hang out with me. I miss our friendship. What should I do?" Grabby in Glassboro. Grabby, it's interesting to me that your friend's wife is getting very insecure very quickly. I'm starting to think that she might fear that he may indeed be a homosexual. All right, and this has made her very insecure, and she's giving him the guilt trip about hanging out with you. Let's face it, you were the catalyst for his homosexuality in her eyes. Okay, he's probably been a homo since day one of his life. Now he's coming to terms with who he is, and you was sort of that beautiful night for him where he came alive, and you were the switch that turns him on. All right, you should almost be happy in a way. But here's my advice. Okay, give him time. Don't bother him too much. Let the little birdie come to you. He'll come to you for advice if you guys are really friends. Give him time, and eventually, when he's ready, he'll break up with this woman and embrace his new homosexual lifestyle. Whether or not, I mean, it might disappoint you. It's for me to say this. It might not include you, but don't be afraid if he wants to include you. But, just take away this from this segment. Give him time, and eventually he'll come back and your friendship will be restored. Now, my next question is from a woman. She has a problem in a similar vein. She asks, this is how she phrases it: "Will you love me if I'm gay, Mother?" Okay, from Erica. Erica, I really can't drive home the point any farther with my own children that whoever you are, you need to embrace. Now, if you're very young and you're still very tied with your mother and your family, of course I can understand it, right? So it's a little uncomfortable expressing to her that you do enjoy the coach. But, in time, she'll understand, and she gave birth to you. I mean, she gave laborious birth to you. Let's face it. She will love you no matter what. It will take a little getting used to. She'll be mourning the loss of your heterosexuality, which, let's face it, never really existed. But she'll get over it. I believe, unless you have some very, very serious issues with your mother that you haven't told me, that she will love you in time. She will. All right. And now my last question for the segment is from a young fellow named Ruby. Ruby asks, "Dear Mother, I can never be in a monogamous relationship for more than 2 months. I get bored with the same person. Will this go on forever? Am I never going to get married? I broke up with my previous girl because I got bored in less than a month. Is it me? WTF." All right. Ruby, this is what I want you to do. I want you to take a very deep breath in and out. All right. Don't worry so much. You're very young. Of course, you don't want to be in a monogamous relationship right now. Stop worrying so much about it. Focus on, all right, the monogamous relationship you should be having with yourself. You should find out who you are, what you like. A lot of the reason that you're probably very unhappy with all these girls is that you don't know who you are yet. So how would you know what you want from a lady, from a girl? I mean, it's not even possible yet. You're too young. You say you're still in high school, and explore. All right, so you can't be in a monogamous relationship for very long. Who says you have to be? Who says? I mean, Hashem only knows the kind of things I did in my youth. But look, this is not about me right now. It's about you. And I want you to know that you don't need to worry about this. Not yet. All right? Explore and be happy that you have the youth and the energy and the good looks to do so. All right, Ruby? All right. Thank you so much. I appreciate all of you. Please write me some questions on my daughter's Facebook, and I can't get to them all, but I try to get to the ones that I know have the most mass appeal, because sometimes it is hard to ask for advice, and that's why you ask advice from your mother. So thank you so much. You killing me, my nigga. Seriously. So I have to redo that one? Definitely. Hello. I'm Rose. I hated that. Hello. Hello and welcome to the first segment of Advice from Your Mother. Before we begin with the questions, I would like to take a moment to tell you to shut your fucking phone off and be very grateful. A very deep breath in. Jesus. Ruby, I want you to take a deep breath in. Fuck you. Ruby, I want you to take a deep breath in